Today's episode of the Just Keep Swimming podcast is brought to you by Audible. Audible is an online audiobook and podcast service offering over 10,000 books and the ability to listen to your favorite podcasts, including the Just Keep Swimming podcast. I personally use Audible all the time and suggest you take a listen to Intentional Living by John C. Maxwell. In this book, Mr. Maxwell shares his story on how he was able to live a noble and purposeful life and gives you tips and tricks so you can do the same. So please start your 30-day free trial now at www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast, all lowercase. Again, that is www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast. And if you have any more questions or concerns for the Just Keep Swimming podcast, you're always welcome to reach out to us on Facebook or at Instagram at Just Keep Swimming _podcast, or you can email us at jkspodcast702@gmail.com. And with that out the way, let's dive into it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Just Keep Swimming podcast. This is your friend, your boy, your host, Mr. Adrian Jackson, and we back at it again for another great episode for you. And you already know who I got with me. It's your boy, Mr. 13, dropping hot beats for the city. Make sure you guys check out his latest projects. He's always dropping new stuff for you. But today's, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna keep it 100. I have a 100% unplanned episode for you. I just had a life-changing experience, and I just kind of want to share it with you and just share my experience with you. And I think I kind of just want to call this, thank God. Life is more beautiful than we expect it to be. So just now I was leaving Smith's, and as I was leaving Smith's, I was waiting to turn right. So I'm waiting to turn right, and I'm watching this black car drive, and I'm waiting for the black car to pass before I make my right hand turn. But then out of nowhere, this silver Nissan Rogue rolls in front of the black car trying to turn left into the parking lot. And, he wasn't fast enough. The black car hit the silver car, and the silver car slid right into me and smacked me and threw me onto the sidewalk and everything. And it was just a wild experience, I was in shock. I'm low-key probably still kind of in shock. It literally happened like 3 hours ago. But it was a wild experience. But just sitting through that experience made me just realize that, as humans, we aren't as bad as we think we are, because when the car accident happened, yes, I probably blanked out for half a second, but then I looked and saw that the driver in the silver car was an older man. And my first thought wasn't, what was this man thinking? What the hell happened? Were y'all tripping? No, my first thought was, damn, I hope this dude is okay. Let me help make sure he's okay. So my driver's side door was stuck, so I had to climb over, jump on my passenger side, and I ran over and, open the door for him. And he has blood coming out his elbows and blood on his arms and his hands. And I'm like, oh Lord. So I'm like, you okay? He's like, no. So I just pick up the phone and call 911. But then while I'm on the phone with 911, people that were in the drive-thru getting food pull out the drive-thru, jump out their cars and run over there to make sure we're good. There was mechanics across the street. They ran across the street through traffic to make sure everybody was good. Like anybody that was around the scene of the accident at the time ran over there to make sure the accident was good, offering water. Multiple people were on the phone with 911, make sure everybody was okay. And it was just like, it was a blissful experience because yes, tragedy just happened, but at the same time, that tragedy pulled out the good out of everybody's heart, and everybody stopped focusing on themselves for that moment and just went to go make sure that whoever was involved in it, no matter the race, no matter the color, no matter the height, no matter the weight, whoever was involved, I want to make sure that whoever's involved is okay. And I just found that so beautiful because it was just like, we always look at each other as like every man for himself, or we're all out here by ourselves, but we're not. We're not. We understand the feelings of other people definitely when stuff like that happens, because the young kid that got in a car accident with us, his mom's had to go to the hospital because of heart, and then the older gentleman had to go to the hospital as well because he was in critical condition. Thank God everybody's okay. Praise God, everybody's okay. But it was just like, I saw the look in the kid's face because of the scaring, and as he's trying to get my number, he's shaking, and I'm like, okay, let me just talk to this kid. Like, man, you okay? You got any bruises? Like, nah, man, I'm fine, bro. And I'm just talking to this little boy. He's only 20 years old. I'm 32, but I'm just connecting with him, and as we're just waiting for the cops, and you get that awkward silence of everybody stuck in their mind, I was like, let me break that silence. Sorry for the AC, but I'm like, let me break that silence. Let me ask him, like, yo, you from out here? You okay? You just got this car on. That thing look brand new. What school you about to go to? Oh, word, that's good. What you about to major in? Oh yeah, I went to UNR. And we just having a little conversation, just connect with each other, and ease the tension a little bit, because that's the last thing we need, is to be sitting here pointing fingers like, oh, you tripping, you messed this up, you wrecked my car. Like, no, that was not the case at all. I'm not worried about my car. Like, yes, I love my car. I love my baby. She was amazing. I just got her a few months ago, but at the same time, it's only a car. I'm glad I still have my health. I'm glad I can talk right now. I'm glad you can hear my voice. I'm glad I can see this day, because like from the scene I just saw in my head, or the scene that I saw with my own eyes, it kind of felt like that should have been one of the last scenes I should have seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, just watching that car slide into me, and knowing your body is stuck and you can't move, and your car's not fast enough to burn out, or whatever the case may be. And it's like, God protected me in this moment. Whatever the case was, I am protected in this moment, man. So, I guess I'm just sharing all this to, one, clear my chest and get all this stuff out of my mind, and two, just let you know that, be kind, be loving, like, just be a human, because we're all going through this experience together, and stuff like this is random. Nobody saw it. Nobody saw this coming. I'm sure the old man was just trying to head to Smith's to get some bread, and the kid, he was like, me and mom's leaving Walmart heading home. Oh, he was leaving Starbucks heading home, and then whole days now get turned into concern, into what's the word I'm looking for, into like semi-disaster, so we have to learn to just accept that and grow on from it, so yes, with all that being said, I hope you guys appreciate my story and accepted it, and I'm okay. Everybody's okay. Everybody recovered. Everybody's fine. Send out prayers to all the families. Make sure you pray for your family, your friends, your loved ones. Be kind, be loving, be human, be generous, and just keep swimming. So with all that being said, hope you guys had a good day, a marvelous afternoon, a splendid evening, and remember to just keep swimming.